Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everyone is doing well today. And how do you like the new camera? A little bit more crisp. You can see the background better. You can see my fish up there. Fun fact, that is the biggest dolphin. That's what they're called, or mahi, that I've ever caught. That sucker was big. It was fun. I bought that one as a replica, trying to, just kind of like make it a trophy. Trying to make it a trophy. Gonna put out a quick link here on Facebook, letting everyone know we're live. Live on YouTube, talking stocks. All right. So definitely today, it's interesting to see. I figured today some of these tech stocks might take a little break after this huge move. I think 30 points in like 4 days on Facebook. That's crazy. The SPY probably putting in a little red day today, kind of chilling, relaxing. That's what I expect out of most of these, especially leading into the Fed meeting later this month. Let's see here. What's on? ENSC, IINN, AIR, AVCT. All right, let's start getting into this here real quick. All right, let's see what the scanners are looking like. Guys, let me know if you see any lag in the image or anything like that, okay? All right, so real quick, guys, before we move on to like formulating the watch list, I want to go over like a quick little lesson with you. The quick little lesson is on ignoring the noise. All right, ignoring the noise. Oftentimes, as a new trader specifically, you try to follow too many social media things at once. You'll start following multiple people on Twitter that shout out like stocks in real time, or on stock tweets, even worse. You want to make sure that you don't fall victim to FOMO on those things, because what happens oftentimes is those accounts will cause you to feel FOMO, right? It'll cause you to feel FOMO, and it'll cause you that you're in the trade in the morning, or you're eyeing something that you want to trade in the morning, and all of a sudden you'll get a push notification on your phone, and it'll be from one of those accounts. And by the time you bring it up on your chart, it's too late. The stock's already moved 10-15%, and you're like, oh man, I missed it. And then you feel FOMO. And then that messes with you, because if you fall victim to the FOMO, all right, if you give into the FOMO, you end up probably going red, or worse yet, holding a bag. Don't do that. So make sure that you shut off all the outside noise. Focus on the one task at hand. If you're learning from someone, right, be it me or somebody else in real time in a chat room on a live stream, then just focus on that. Don't try to focus on too many different strategies, or too many different people, or too many different accounts, or all the push notifications on your phone. Don't try to focus on too many of those at once, because it can cause you to not focus. It can cause you to miss out, okay, on the proper thing you're trying to learn. It can cause you to feel FOMO, which can cause you to enter bad trades that you wouldn't have entered otherwise. Right? This is a lesson I did the other day, a little bit more extensively in the Discord when we were streaming, and I just wanted to share that to this morning with you guys. Okay. Now, if you are new to the stream, make sure to come on over to the free Discord. Here's the link. Okay, cool, the beast. Thanks for letting me know. I'm trying out this new camera. It's way better than the camera I had before for the streaming. Way better. This is way crisper. I just want to make sure that the computer can keep up with it, and I don't know if it can or can't. The graphics card on this thing's a 1080p. It was awesome when I got it, when I built it a few years back, but I need to build a new one. All right, guys. Let's start looking at some of these. They're moving around today. Give me a second here. Let me start bringing up the news. ENSC is the leader here this morning. Not a bad chart. That's not a bad chart at all, guys. Okay, Keith, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that. This is a brand new camera. It's really good, way better than the one I had before. But you know, like I said, I might have to fix some stuff here. All right. I could see it. I could see it struggling. Let me see if I can change some setting here real quick. All right, so maybe that'll help. Who knows? Okay. All right, so ENCS, let's see what's going on with the news on that one. ENSC, actually. Oh, no news that I see on this recently. 9 days ago, announced clinical trial progress of its new class of opioids. So that's all on that. So let's see some technicals here because this thing is moving around quite nicely this morning. We know we have prior resistance here at 550s, 560s. So maybe that can become an area of support this morning. Otherwise, $5, that $5 area would be the next level to watch. You could see previously here a level of support back here and a little bit of a level of resistance in here. That'll be an area to watch on that one. So let's start writing this down because that one's looking pretty good. That one's looking pretty good. So let's start writing that one down. Okay, so that one, we watch for 5. It's gonna have resistance in the 550s. And then it's got room towards that 200-day moving average. Man, it's got a lot of room. I like that daily chart. I like that daily chart. I wish I had a fresh catalyst. ENSC. No recent news that I can find. Watching for the $5 area to hold support on pullbacks. Could have room towards 720s, but has to break the 550s. If it opens over 550s, then watching that area for support. It opens well over 550s, watching that area for support. Yeah, I kind of like that daily chart a lot. Why did Lucid tank last night? I mean, it's not really a tank. It didn't tank. I feel like you have a very large position in this thing. And if you have a large position in this thing for, look, if you have a large position in this thing for either an investment or a swing trade, and that position makes you uncomfortable, you shouldn't be in that size of a position. Because if you're going to be worried about every little move up or down, whether it's a long-term investment or a trade, then you're in too big. You're sized in too big. Because every day you ask about it, and I don't mind answering, but I feel for you. I really do, authentically. You're sized in too big. If you're so worried about every little move on it, then that's clear-cut sign that you're sized in too big. You should never be in a position that doesn't allow you to sleep well, that makes you nervous every single day, that makes you worry about every little move. You shouldn't. You really shouldn't. That's not good. It'll be horrible for you. This is a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern you had here going on yesterday. Now, I don't know if you're in this for a trade. If you're in this for a trade, then stuff like this is stuff you need to pay attention to. If you're in this for a long-term investment, then, well, it's because you believe in the company, I guess, right? So dips are something that you would like. This is just price action. I don't know that there's been any new news on this. They are being investigated by the SEC over their SPAC deal. Level to watch on this is this $41 zone. After that, you have this $38 zone right here where the 50-day moving average is coming. You know, but I mean, you must have a trade plan if you're in this for a trade. Just follow your trade plan. You know, just follow your trade plan. No problem. My pleasure. INN. Let's check on IINN and see why it's moving around here, because that's a pretty significant move. It's up 51% this morning. Let's see this chart. I like this daily chart. We're finally getting some charts I like. We're finally getting some charts that I like. Lately, you know, all these daily charts have been looking horrible, but these aren't looking too bad. These aren't looking too bad at all. You got clear-cut resistance in this $5 range. All right, so 23 hours ago, they Inspire Technologies files a PCT patent application for its flagship art device and proprietary method of use to minimize the need for what? The need for speed. I'm sorry, that was horrible. I had to do it. Minimizes the need for mechanical ventilation. All right. All right. A groundbreaking respiratory support technology company announced today it has filed a patent cooperation treaty patent application for its novel art device and its proprietary method of use to minimize the need for invasive mechanical ventilation, which requires intubation and induced coma. Well, this is actually really good. If they can get that done, that'd be amazing. So let's start writing this one up a little bit. Like solid news. IINN. Filed application for patent on proprietary method of use to minimize the need for mechanical ventilation in patients. Let's write that. Otherwise, it sounds like it's a building or something. Proprietary method. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at this. Now let's take a look at this here and see what levels we have. So $5 we know is clear resistance. Okay, we know that. $5 area shows clear resistance on the daily. What other level might show some resistance? We're seeing some here at 450. So 450 to 5. 450 to 5 area shows clear resistance on the daily. Watching. Now, where can we find some support? Wow, this little area right here in the 359 area. That little area right there shows some pretty significant support zone. If this stock doesn't just explode by like 9:30 and at 9:30 rolls around and the damn thing's like at 575, these would be the areas to watch for me. So watching, this is why I always have to wait until the end before I send this email out. So watching 360 area for support could have room towards 450 to 5, break over 5 with volume could have room to $6 area. Yeah, this one could be one today. This one could be one that has some major moves today. Jose, Lucid to sell $1.7 billion in convertible senior notes. What does that mean? So notes are like, they're debt, right? They can be converted into equity later. Okay. So IINN. We got IINN on. I know I'm going to struggle with that ticker all day today, saying that ticker IINN. But all right, we got that one down. All right. So ENCS. All right, let's see this pair. I don't like pear, like the fruit. I don't know why. Just a fun fact, little fun factoid for you today. Let's see if this thing has news. Daily chart looks clean. So the daily chart looks clean. Let's see what's up there. Guys, anybody new? Remember to come by, say hi. Free Discord. You can swing by there. So pair, no news that I see on this thing at all. What kind of volume are we talking about this morning? 844,000 shares traded. It's coming back down significantly. We'll let it go for now. We'll be back to it. Yeah, it does look like a. I'd imagine this was a SPAC, right? Kind of looks like one. Unless it was an IPO from back here in April. If it was, it did nothing until recently. All right, AVCT's next one on the list here. Hey guys, how's the image? Is it still laggy? Or is the visual okay? Yeah, it's still a little delayed, isn't it? AVCT. I don't like this daily chart much. Yeah, it looks like I'll be working on that today during lunch, man. I can't see it clearly on my side. Let me see something. Okay, so this AVCT, let's see if there's news on this. All right, so AVCT. All right, 13 hours ago, announced a significant project revenue growth of Candy, its cloud communication platform. There you go, perfect, Keith. That way the lag doesn't bother you. Announced a significant project revenue growth of Candy, its cloud communication platform. Hrtx, BIOC. Okay, I'll take a look at those for you in a minute. I don't like this daily chart on this thing. This thing's gotten beat down galore. My God. You know, when they say, oh, how far can it go down? Well, this one went pretty far, pretty quickly. Look at this head and shoulders pattern, guys. Like these are just coming out lately like crazy. Look at that head and shoulders pattern. There's your neckline. Wait. There you go. There's your neckline right there. Boom. That was a really nice head and shoulders pattern. That thing worked out beautifully on this daily. All right, so I don't really like that one that much right now. You could definitely expect to see some resistance here in that 150 zone. That's not something this is not something I'd be interested in right now. What's next? You wanted me to look up Hrtx. So Hrtx, nice little pop here in pre-market. 28 minutes ago, announces FDA approval of a significant indication expansion for Zinrelef. Commercial stage biotechnology company focused on improving the lives of patients by developing best-in-class treatments to address some of the most important unmet patient needs. Today announced the U.S. So the FDA has approved a supplemental new drug application for Zinrelef, extended release solution to significantly expand the indication. On what? Okay, so it's now indicated in adults for soft tissue or per particular installation to produce post-surgical analgesia for up to 72 hours after foot and ankle. Man, they make these press releases sound so extreme, really. Okay, so yeah, this thing is, I don't like this daily chart. I'm not gonna put this on the watch list. Um, I'll keep it like in mind that it had a press release today. It's definitely gonna have a hard time in this $10 area right there. But yeah, not something that I would be looking to trade today. BIOC. Oh, this daily chart is horrible. Now you got it has maybe potential support here in this $4 area right here. Boom. But you have the 200-day moving average right here as well. So it's not the best looking daily chart. Oh my God, this lag is horrible. It's this computer just can't handle this new camera, guys. That's what it is. Gonna have to build out a new computer. All right, I changed it there a little bit. put it 30 frames instead of 50. So hopefully that will help. If not, I see myself working on getting the new computer built sooner rather than later. Okay, so let's see. Silver Shrimp IPOF announced today. IPOF maybe announced today. Bought some DWAC puts. Bought some Lucid puts. You bought all those puts yesterday? Just put a sticky note. Okay, we already went over that. Read an article that Donald Trump's company Truth is nothing more than an idea at this point and will be brought down hard by the SEC within days. Yeah, I mean, every SPAC is basically just an idea. Hrtx. Just Hrtx? What is that? Floral Hubbard. Oh, okay, IPOF. Yeah, I think Starlink they'll just IPO it. I'm not sure what your IPOF might be Starlink. I'm not quite sure what you mean. Starlink, they're probably looking to IPO middle of next year on Starlink. Thank you. Cheers. Oh my God, that's delicious. All right, so let me take a look back over here. ENSCIINN. So far, the only ones that I have on the watch list. Being super picky this morning, guys. Some of these look really good on the daily. Some of them look really trashy on the daily. GRCL. Today's Thursday. Oh, that's good. Tomorrow's Friday. I love doing the live stream, but this is good because I just got this new camera. Tomorrow I don't do the live stream. I can probably work on getting this new camera situated to where it doesn't have much lag. What I just did right now, did it help at all by any chance? Can somebody do me a quick favor, look at my face on the screen and tell me if it's lagging or if the audio is keeping up with me. Help a brother out here, guys, please. I'm not the most techie person in the world. Better? Yes. It was the frames. So what that tells me is I need to build another computer because this computer can't handle 60 frames per second on the stream. That's what that tells me. You know, I was going to start building it the other day, the beast. No lie. I actually started pricing it out. It was coming out at about $3,000 and change. It was coming out at about $3,000 and change. I was like, okay, you know what? It's all good. I'll bite the bullet. I'll make the computer. And that way everything's nice and smooth. But then it was all parts. When I looked at the price of the graphics card, the graphics card was like $1,400. And I was like, okay, what's the MSRP on that? The MSRP is supposed to be from Nvidia like $600 or $700, something like that, bro. I was like, what? I felt like an idiot. So I was like, I can't buy it. It wasn't even about $3,000. It was about I felt stupid paying double the amount for the graphics card. You spent $1,200 on the last one for your graphics card on the last PC? Man, those graphics cards are stupid expensive. And then my buddy Mike, he was like, bro, if you want to buy it at MSRP, you're going to have to camp out at a Best Buy. And I'm like, man, I don't have time for that. That's crazy. I'm going to end up having to do it. I mean, if the 30 frames are working now, it might give me a little leeway, but I'm going to have to do it. 12K! You spent 12K on your computer? We're going to talk about that in chat because I want to know more. We're going to talk about it in the Discord later because I want to know more about that $12,000 computer. My buddy spent $4,000 on his, and that thing's a super computer, in my opinion. I gotta imagine what yours does. Freaking virtual reality over there. Good Lord. All right, let me see what else we got here. Because yeah, I don't think that Elon will do a SPAC for his for Starlink. I don't know. It's just an opinion. Maybe they will. Maybe they use IPOF. I think that he'll just IPO it. Silver Shrimp, in my opinion, you should always scale out of your plays. So like if you're at the first take profit zone, look, let me show you real quick what I mean, okay? Let's go to DWAC from yesterday. But yeah, we got to analyze DWAC today because it's definitely on watch. Okay, let's go to DWAC real quick. So I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about, okay? This is how I trade. So this $54 zone right here on DWAC was previously an area of support right here on the daily. Let's clean this up. Boom. Okay, we know that 54 is an area of support. 54, boom, touches. We're going to get a jump off of that level now. We're getting that move. So where would I take profits first? Well, in my case, since this is the high of day, my first take profit will come off in here, in front of that high. Okay, so that means I'm going to scale out. That's profit target number one. Profit target number two is going to come from the daily chart. So my next take profit is going to be right around. Hold on, let me zoom in here. Whoops. Bear with me. There we go. Okay, so my next take profit is probably going to be somewhere around the high of this candle, which is 57. So we get up into that 57, 58 area. I would take another little piece of profit off in there. Okay, and like that, you scale out. So that's what I would do in your case if I had those puts on Lucid. Okay, so I'll look at some of those names that you guys are posting there, but first I want to take a look at DWAC because it's going to go on the watch list. Okay, so on DWAC, definitely watching today for a break of this level. Break and hold. If it can break and hold that $65 level, we have room towards 71-ish. Right in there. So DWAC, watching for a break and hold of the $65 area for a move potentially up to 71 area. What time is it? 8:38. FJ. I don't know anything about this company. Just based off of this daily chart, you have a gap entry point there at 1520s. Cuban coffee's gone. I love that thing. So you have a gap entry point there in that 1525 area. And that's it. You want to watch for a break and hold of that level. Could take you into the gap. You could see some potential resistance right here. Lines up with right around the 200-day moving average area in the 18s. It doesn't mean, guys, it doesn't mean that if it were me and I was going to trade this thing, it doesn't mean I would jump in there on a break and hold of 1520 and hold my entire position looking for 1812. Because what if it never gets there? But on the way there, I'll scale out. Let's say I have 200 shares. Let's just use a nice small little round number. I have, you know what, 150 shares. We're going to make it even simpler. I have 150 shares. Let's use a very small little round number. I'm going to sell 50 shares at 16. I'm going to sell 50 shares at 17. And I'm going to hold 50 shares to see if I can get it towards 18. That's it. That's how I scale out. Anybody else? Yep, no problem, Silver Shrimp. Dude, I love that name. How'd you come up with it? Silver Shrimp, Texas. Are like the shrimp over there called silver shrimp or something? Do you shrimp in the Gulf? I love fishing, dude. Well, I mean, look, you can even see my dolphin back here. The fish, dolphin fish, not the mammal, guys. Can't kill those. Let's see. All right, so we have ENSCIINN DWAC all on watch. Guys, you remember yesterday when we were here in the stream, I told you the spy is just going to chop around. That's what I said yesterday. I said it's going to chop around between 467 and 469, right? What did we get yesterday? All day long, this thing chopped around that range until the end of the day. It just chopped around. At the end of the day, a little pop, but now look, we're still in that range. I suspect we're going to be in that range for quite a while here leading into the Fed meeting, okay? Immaculate defection. Yep, mahi mahi. I kind of refuse to call him that because that was the name in the Pacific. That is the name from the Pacific. And here in Florida, or on the Atlantic side, we call it dolphin. Or in the Caribbean, they call it dorado. So like when we're out fishing with my friends, my fishing crew, I always dolphin. It's called dolphin. I refuse to call it mahi, but here on YouTube, since we got people from all over the place, I just call it by whatever name so that, you know, people recognize it. I have my father's computer with an Intel 386 form with a floppy disk. Nice. Nice, the king. Yeah, man. It seems that my computer just couldn't handle 60 frames per second with the new camera, so I had to bring it down to 30 frames. So it's looking like I'm gonna have to build out a new computer. It's looking like I'll have to build a new computer. There used to be a guy a long time ago on YouTube I used to watch named Silverfish VT for Vermont that had a silver channel. Me starting out with no silver, I called myself shrimp. Just called myself a shrimp. That is excellent. That's excellent, Silver Shrimp. Thanks for sharing that. He still has a channel but hasn't posted in 6 years. Yeah, it's smart keeping the channel up. I have a buddy that keeps his channel up. He hasn't posted in years. I think the channel's name is Mike835. He did reviews on G-Shock watches. He still makes money off of it, off the channel. All right, guys, so we got the SPY today. What I suspect out of the SPY today is, you guessed it, more chop. I expect the SPY today to just chop around between that 467 and 470, 471 area. At most, realistically, I expect the 467, 469, 470 area. Just like yesterday, I expect the SPY to continue this that you see right there. I just expect it to play around in that area, just channel. Just a little channel until the Fed meeting. So it's not, I'm not going to watch this today. Like, I'm not going to look to trade the overall market today. Facebook, I'd expect maybe a little bit of resistance up here in this 50-day, 200-day moving average today. Maybe it comes back down to 320. Maybe it comes back down to 320. I might consider a bounce play at 320 for a little swing trade. Nothing huge. Just maybe a couple days hold or something. Let me see here. When's the Fed meeting? I want to make sure, because it's this. It's next week, if I'm not mistaken. FOMC meeting, December 14th through the 15th. So yep, next week. All right, guys. So next week, and that's going to be Tuesday and Wednesday as usual. That'll be next week. All right, so I think the market is going to act like that, like really just sideways, chill until then. And what's going to be important then, you might ask? Okay, now what I think is definitely going to be, what I think definitely is going to be very important then is going to be one thing and one thing only. When the FOMC meeting comes next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, is going to be very simple. Everyone knows tapering is coming. That's it. It's been announced. They're going to start tapering. We already know pretty much about how much they were considering. We're going to know more concrete next week, right? On that. That's expected. That's priced in, basically. What everyone really wants to know is what's going to happen with the interest rate hike. Okay. Because if they accelerate the tapering, does that mean they're going to accelerate the interest rate hike? Is it going to come sooner? Is it going to be more aggressive? These are the things you want to look for next week. Because if the interest rate gets hiked right after the taper, so like, okay, taper ends in June. All of a sudden they say, we're probably going to end in April. Okay, you're ending the taper in April. Does that mean in June interest rates are going to get hiked? And does that mean you're going to hike them 3 months later? And again, 3 months later? Is that what's going to happen? Right? That's what everyone's going to want to know. That's what everyone's going to want to listen to. Jerome Powell really needs to choose his words carefully next week because everyone's going to be listening on it. And if he's not careful, if he says something stupid, if he just fumbles something, the market's going to react. All right. So that's what you want to look out for next week. So for right now, I'm going to stay away from SPY calls, SPY puts, all that, because the SPY is probably just going to chop around unless some crazy Omicron news, the zombie apocalypse happens again, right? Unless something like that happens, then you're probably just going to see some chop leading into that Fed meeting next week, okay? So I just wanted to put that out there real quick for you because it's pretty important. Now, let's go ahead, jump back into the charts. Oh, G, welcome to the Discord, GE. So G, welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you on there. Looking forward to trading with you. Okay, so let me see. I saw something else on my TI scans a minute ago. Guys, those of you who are not aware, might be new to the stream, free Discord. Come on by, say hi, hang out. We have over 300 members in the Discord, and we just started it about a month and a half ago. So it's safe to say it's growing and pretty damn active. INN, AVCT. Let's check in. Oh, yeah, we already did check in on AVCT. Didn't like the daily. SYTA. Did we look at that one? I think so, too. Yeah, this is one that made that really nasty move the other day. Look at this daily candle. That's disgusting. So definitely not something I'm interested in right now. DBGI, who remembers that one? That one made a pretty big move a while back. Yeah, see, there it is. Pretty light volume. Took the whole gap up back up. Looking like a small watch list, guys. HOFV, who remembers that one from the NFT hype days? Earlier this year, at the beginning of the year. Man, we caught some really nice moves on some of these back then. Those were super fun to trade. Those are super, super fun to trade. All right. Okay, so right now, watching. All right, so right now what we're watching is ENSC, IINN, and DWAC. Only got 3 stocks on the watch list. We only got 3 stocks on the watch list this morning. That's very, very rare. We usually have at least 4 or 5. Roku ran with massive volume yesterday, looking for a good continuation play over 261. Roku was making moves yesterday. That's a big move on Roku yesterday. Very, very nice move. That 260 area would be an area to watch. It's got room to 274. I don't know how much more continuation it could have today. This is 1, 2, big gap up, big day, 3, Or maybe it needs to chill a little bit here between 260 to 250 before making that move towards 274. Gap entry point here is at 265, 264. Damn, Silver Shrimp. That's wild. You're crazy, my man. Hope it works out for you. Yeah, that Roku, crazy. Crazy move on Roku. Definitely want to keep on watch today. But you know what? Who was that? Brian, thank you very much for putting that one out there. I'm going to add it to the watch list. I like that gap entry point. Roku watching for the gap entry to break and hold as support for a move back to. Let's see, where's this gap entry exactly at? 264.20, so we call it 264. Gap entry. Break and hold. 264 area. Yep, 264 for a move back towards 270s. Back towards 270 area. Gap fill. Thank you very much for bringing that one up. All right, guys. So we got 4 stocks now on watch here on the watch list. IINN. Quick little pop back up there towards 530 zone. This is definitely one that I'll keep on watch this morning. I suspect that we'll see a lot of what we saw yesterday, which was a lot of like big little pops with like one move. Yesterday was a pretty difficult day because you had either pops and drops and done, or you had pops with one little move, so one leg. The second leg wasn't coming on most of these yesterday. DWAC was the only one that had a nice little move in the second half of the day, but it wasn't even that clean. It did violate VWAP area. So today's going to be a little bit similar, I would suspect. So right now, ENSC, IINN, DWAC, Roku. That's what we have on watch this morning so far, guys. And we'll be putting that up in the Discord. And around 9:20, I will go ahead and join in and the Discord, start streaming there and going over the list. If you're interested, you already have the free link there to the Discord. And if you want to just jump on in and have access to the stream and everything every single day, then here's a free month. You can grab a free month there. First month is free, then it's just $24.99. And the way we work on the Discord, real quick, just so that you're aware, is at 9:20 I come on the mic and I have, look, the Beast. The Beast is one of the members in the Discord. I come on at 9:20, okay? And I get on the mic and I go over the pre-market game plan. The bell rings at 9:30. We start flipping through charts in the stream, going through all the scans. I start giving you, my opinion on the charts at hand, what I'm looking for. And then before I enter my trades, I get on the mic and I say, guys, this is what I'm looking for. These are the levels I'm eyeing. Okay, this is where my entry zone would be. This would be where my stop zone would be. And I share all of that. And I'm going to show you real quick the Discord. And I share all of that before I even enter the trade. Then around 11:30, depending on how the day's going and how active everything is, we go into live recaps and live lessons on the morning, as well as, of course, I answer questions. Then you would think it's done, but it's not. We break off into lunch, 12 to 2, and then at 2, I come back on the microphone and we scan the afternoon, and then sometimes we do an extra afternoon lesson as well. Here, I'll show you real quick. That's a Discord. This is where I post my alerts. Okay, these are all my alerts here. It goes on. And I trade everything from small caps to large caps to options. It doesn't matter. Here is the DTC Pro Lounge. This is just for the paid members. But here's the DTC trading floor. This is the free section. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the 20th through the 23rd, we're going to be doing giveaways every day. Every day of that Christmas week, every day we're going to do giveaways. We're going to do these things. What are they called? Tablets. We're going to do tablets. We're going to do free one-on-ones. We're going to do scanners for free. Okay, we're going to do a number of gifts every single day that week. We have over 300 members on here as well. So swing on by. Swing on by there. At least come check out the free section. Then you can decide from there. We have 5 minutes, guys, left before I end the stream and hop on over to the Discord. And then I'll be there all day. So if you have any last minute tickers you want me to take a look at, go ahead, throw them up in chat, and I'll bring them up on the screen real quick. IINN is definitely going to be the main watcher for me this morning. Great volume the closer we get to 9 o'clock. It has a credible press release. It's got a lot going for it. I think that one has a good shot today. I just hope it doesn't make the whole move in pre-market. That would suck. That would suck horribly. Duncan, what's up? What's up? We're just about to end the stream, but don't worry, we'll be in the Discord later. Yeah, it looks like that's about it, guys, for this morning's watch list. Trying to see if anything new that I like, but everything's kind of stayed the same as earlier. Everything's kind of stayed the same as earlier. What the hell's going on out there? All right, guys. So those of you who are new, I stream Monday through Thursday. Today's Thursday, so it's the last day of the week for me as far as streaming goes on YouTube. I stream Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. After 9, I go over to the Discord and we go ahead and stream there all day long. So I will be doing that in a few minutes. And then tomorrow, I won't be on the stream on YouTube, but I'll be on the stream on Discord all day long as usual. All right, so I'll be back on YouTube on Monday. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay, that way you're alerted when I go live on Monday. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button for me. It really helps out with the health of the YouTube channel because it feeds the algorithm, believe it or not, and it pushes the channel up in the suggestion feed. All right. Any last minute questions that you guys might have or any last minute tickers you want me to look over, throw them down in the chat section there and I'll bring them up on the computer. If not, then I think we'll probably get going because I think the watch list is pretty complete at this point. Let me check on news here for EVGO, see if that has any news today. And then after that, I think that might be it. I think that might be it for today. Oh, wait, new weekly jobless claims hit lowest level since 1969. Another 184,000 Americans filed new claims, 220 expected. Okay, so this one did have CloudShare's platform surpasses 1 million annual downloads in 2021. So that's what's going on with EVGO. This level right here, look at this level on the daily. Look how difficult that level is for it. CVS, I'll look at that one real quick for you. Wow, man, that bounce off that 50-day moving average on CVS was money. Look at that. It's a beautiful bounce. It's gonna have a hard time up here in front of this level. It's gonna have a hard time up there in that $96, $97 zone. That could be a resistance zone. If it can break and hold it, then it might have room towards obviously 98, 100. I think at that point maybe 100 just acts like a magnet and just pulls it to it. It's definitely possible. It almost looks like it might try to do like a big old cup and handle on this daily chart. Let's see what the weekly chart looks like. Yep. All right, guys. So that's it for this morning. Remember to smash the like button for me. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. I'll see you all Monday if I don't see you in the live stream on the Discord. Once again, here is the Discord link. Come on over. There's a free invite and join us. And remember, we also stream on there for free on Mondays. So come on by, swing by, say hi, and hang out with us. And I'll see you all again on Monday, 8 a.m. until 9 a.m. Have a great